Hello everyone, my name is David Litchfield and I'm here in the magical and beautiful setting of Brogans Books in my hometown of Bedford. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about independent bookshops and what they mean to me. One of the reasons I'm talking to you about this is because I am so over the moon and thrilled and happy that my book, Grandad's Secret Giant, has been nominated for an IBW award, Independent Book Week award. Um, and that is just an incredible thing. So thank you very much for all the people that are going to vote and all the people that put my book forward for the award. So, independent books shop. Independent bookshops have been obviously very important for me throughout my entire life, but specifically for the past few years when I have been pursuing this crazy dream of becoming a children's book illustrator. I've had the opportunity to visit a number of independent bookshops over the past 2 years, all across the country. And to be honest, they are some of the most magical days of my career so far. Just kind of interacting with the booksellers, obviously the people, the boys and girls and adults who come in and buy the books, doing events, doing workshops, doing signings, story time, all these incredible things. Sometimes some of the bookshops even let me draw all over their windows and all over their walls, which is always incredible fun. But I really do enjoy those days. It really kind of makes me feel that I am part of the publishing industry, I guess. Usually it's just me on my own in my attic drawing. So it's actually quite nice to get out of my attic occasionally and go and visit these wonderful places. Go and visit these wonderful places and actually interact with the booksellers and book buyers, and feel that I'm really part of that process. So independent bookshops have been incredibly important to me over the past couple of years. But even throughout my entire life, obviously, I remember growing up, one of my favourite places to visit in Bedford was Eagle's Bookshop on Castle Road. Even though it was quite it wasn't a children's bookshop, although there were some children's books in there. It had books that were hundreds of years old, and still does. It's still there. Has books that's hundreds of years old, and it's just like entering this magical realm, full of all these different opportunities, full of all these different stories, all these different adventures and images. I was always struck by some of the amazing classical cover illustrations on some of these books, sort of dating from early 1900s, etc. So that had a huge impact on me as a child. I used to go there with my granddad a lot. He would be there buying quite older stuffy books, whereas I would be entranced by some of the younger children's books and so forth. Brogans Books has only been in my hometown for a few years. I was lucky enough to come to the grand opening, it was actually opened by Chris Riddell, which is fantastic. And he was a lovely man. Coming to Bedford, we got to talk to him and tell him all about Bedford, which I'm sure he appreciated. Anyway, Brogans Books has only been in my town for 2 years, and the impact this bookshop has had on Bedford is incredible. Rachel, who runs Brogans Books, is able to organise events from here. That she has organised Bedford's first ever book festival, Booktastic, which is going to be coming back to Bedford this October, I believe. We are able, as local artists and illustrators, we are able to exhibit in her shop, but also they have illustrations from all across the world exhibiting in her lovely environment here. And it's just been a hugely positive and impactful thing that happened to Bedford. Bedford is quite a sleepy town usually, whereas people like Rachel and what she's done here with Brogans Books really does invigorate the town and really does kind of bring the community together for a number of activities, a number of events. And it's just a really cool and brilliant place for kids to come and learn about books, read books, and get involved in reading and bookmaking and illustration and all these kind of great things. So yeah, independent bookshops are a phenomenal thing, and long may they continue. I will be championing them until I can no longer do anything, and I will always be supporting independent bookshops as long as I live. So thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye bye.